make host. All right, Dana, you are now the host.
Woo! Oh. All right. So a lot of you guys all know my name's Dana. I'm 27, I think, 27. And I am a full-time first grade teacher, and I'm also a diamond leader on this team. So before It Works, I had just started my first year of teaching, and I honestly didn't even want to go into teaching. Like, it was kind of just something that fell on the back burner. I did not know what I wanted to do with my life, and I kind of just flipped a lot from major to major in college. Ella. And so I felt like my friends were graduating and I needed to do something, so I just went with kind of whatever was the shortest degree. And I kind of always wanted to be a teacher, but they just don't make a lot of money, like, at all. So I went into teaching, and then after that I graduated in December, and I got hired in January of 2017, and then I started this business February of 2018, so it's been around 2.5 years. Oh, stop. I have a really annoying dog. She's probably going to do that the whole time. So my thing was, for like with teaching, you don't make money at all. So I always had to work in the summer. I always had to babysit. I had to tutor. I had to just do things to get extra money because we don't get paid in the summer at all. So when I started this business, I was like, I don't know if this is really going to work. So, backstory. Okay, so before that, I was a customer with Courtney, and I was like a hair, skin, and nails customer with her for like a really long time. And then I stopped being her customer, and then I was Tish's customer for greens after that. And I kind of just flip-flopped back and forth between them. And I knew them growing up, so we all lived in the same area. I played soccer with Tish. I knew of Courtney. I watched Courtney for like ever do this, and I was like, is she really doing this? Is she really making money? So then one day Courtney was like, you should just do this with us. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm good. And she's like, no, you would be like really good at this. And I was like, I don't think so. And she was like, you totally will. You're gonna have me and Tish on your team. I'm pretty sure she bribed me with like a customer order or something. And then, but I was just always that yes girl. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. It's fine. I talked to Vin. I was like, should I do it? And he was like, if you want to. And I was like, I don't know if I could do it. Courtney said I would be a rock star though. So I'm going to do it. And so I did it. I didn't think I was going to make any money with it. I mean, I'm super shy and I hate talking to people, like, a lot. I get really red. And which is weird because I'm a teacher, but I can talk to kids because they don't judge. I mean, they do, but like, I don't know, it's different. So I went into this and I didn't really do anything with it at first. And I like had Tish and Court, and then throughout the like summer months, I hung out with Tish and Court a lot, and we like went to Dunkin' Donuts, we went to coffee shops, and like we worked. And I was just so nervous. And they're like, well, what are you doing? Like, you're posting, you're doing this. And I was like, they're like, you have to message. And I was like, I can't do it. Like, something in me, I just could not message anybody. And I would literally, I don't know if you guys watched Jade's live earlier on Wake Price Live, but she literally was talking about like messaging and how like you're not going to die from it. So I would literally have to like pump myself up to message somebody, and I'd be like, all right, I got this. And Corey would be like, just message people on Instagram. They're so nice. So I would go through and I'd be like, all right. And like Tish would even take my phone sometimes and be like, all right, I'm going to send messages, but then you're going to answer them. And I was like, oh, all right. And then she would give me her phone and I would message people off her phone. And it wasn't as bad because it was through her account. So I was like, oh, this is easy. So then that was like my big thing. Also, like going live is my big thing. I don't do that either because I don't like talking to people. Ew, Court, don't shake your head at me. So rude. So I went to conference in 2019, and it literally just like changed my mind. I love conference. I loved everything about it. We went to things with Nina more in Philly. We've always went to her stuff. And I met Cami for the first time, and oh my God, I fell in love with her. I realized that she was a teacher, and I just loved like how her and Mark were former teachers. And I was like, wait a minute, they're former teachers, and I'm a teacher now, so I could probably be them one day. So that was like one of my big things. And it's just something that's always sat in the back of my mind. Like they literally were teachers, and like I'm a teacher, so I could probably be them one day. So then what else? I don't even know what year I went diamond, but I've kind of just been plateaued at diamond for a really long time. I am. Brian Core basically adopted me this year. I'm like their daughter. When they get married, I'm gonna be the little flower girl. And I kind of just plateaued at diamond because I've been having this like, I don't know. I have a lot of like, I journal every day. That's helped me. I just muted myself. I journal a lot, so that's really helped me. I just have like a lot of like unworthiness feeling, I guess you could say. I'm like, oh no, I can't do this, I can't do that. And like I see Courtney doing all the things, and I see Tish doing all the things, and I know I can do all the things, but it's just something in me that holds me back. Stop, Claire. You're making me nervous. And so, yeah. Oh, and then another thing that I love about this business is since I'm a teacher and I don't get paid over the summer, I haven't had to work at all one summer since I started because I used this money to help pay for my stuff over the summer. So I bought a house 2 years ago and I haven't had to work, and that was like one of my things. Like I saved up my money. I started this business so I could afford manicures and pedicures because I didn't want to give that up when I was saving. I didn't want to give up my iced coffees when I was saving for a house. And that's literally all I wanted was like $200. And I was like, I think I could do that. And then now I have so much more because of it. And that's pretty much all about me. All right, so who you have on? Emily, Ashley, and Daphne? How do I like unmute somebody? Do they just do it? Okay, next up is Emily.
Hi guys, sorry, I had to figure out how to unmute myself on my iPad. I'm Emily. I am 22 and I joined this business about a year and a half ago. I basically I'm a single mom. My son's dad, I'm in recovery. My son's dad's an addict. Oh, thank you, love you. My brother put the box in the trunk and he loves me. Sorry, there's a lot of people at my house. It's my mom's birthday. They're all running around downstairs. So if people are popping in, just ignore them. But I'm a single mom. My son's dad is an addict. I'm in recovery. I've been clean for 4 years. Since April was my 4 years. And like, I never really expected to be a mom. So being like a single mom was like even scarier. So I got clean. I was a hairdresser and I went to school to work in recovery. And I was like, oh my God, I went from making like commission to like $10 an hour. This is great. And I thought it was like the best thing since sliced bread. And of course I worked my way up in my full-time job so that it is a little more of a stable job and I can afford to like feed myself. But there was still always something missing. It was at a point where I didn't have health insurance. My son was on state insurance. And I just wanted something more for our lives. So I joined this girl, Robin, that I actually met in rehab when I found out I was pregnant, messaged me and was like, hey, I just started this thing. You can make money from Facebook. And I was like, I'm always on Facebook. Okay. I joined right on the spot. I joined when it was the $20 promo. And I didn't really think that I was going to do it. She messaged me all this stuff and I was still at work and she sent me, I'm a $20 promo kid. She sent me like all this stuff and it was like pages and pages and pages of stuff. And I was like, yeah, you know what? I can't do this. But I am not a quitter. I've never been a quitter. So I was like, all right, well, she said if I do it, it'll help her. So I'm just going to do it. And the first time I knew this business was for me was because I joined. There was a $1,000 bonus if you went Ruby. And when I went Ruby, I had already made too much money to get the $1,000 bonus. And I was like, what do you mean I can't get it? And they were like, you made so much money that you don't qualify for it anymore. I had signed like 15 distributors my first month because it was the $20 promo, and I am not a quitter, so I worked really hard. But I signed like 15 girls. I made the $1,000 bonus in fast start bonuses, so I didn't qualify. And I was like, wow, I made that much money in like less than a month. So I decided to stick with it. I kept going. And I think around when I was in here for like 6 months, I slowed down a lot. I say a lot too, so just ignore that. But my son has a lot of health stuff, and I think he was on like surgery number 3 when I joined, and now we're up to surgery number 9, and I got hit with like 4 surgeries in a row, and I just kind of stopped working for, I want to say like 6 months. I didn't really work at all. And then I was messaging Tish one day, and she was just kind of like, sorry, I turned the air off in here last night because I was on Zoom with some of my girls until 2 o'clock this morning. And it's so hot in here because I forgot to turn it back on. But I messaged Tish, and she was just like, you know, if you need a break, take a break, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, I did, but like now I'm good. So I started back up. I got a really strong team under me. I think now I have like 5 girls that are consistently working, and they are killing it. So if you're on here, shout out to Kaylee, Megan, and Elizabeth, and Nikki. And they're awesome. I mean, we're on Zooms every single night. We are talking all day, every day. And I think that was kind of like the fire I needed again. I needed people under me that were working really hard, because that is kind of like what keeps me going. But now I am still a Ruby. I reclaimed Ruby 2 months ago, and just working hard ever since. My goal is to go Diamond. I said to my boyfriend the other day, if I promote once a month, every single month for the rest of the year, I'm presidential. So like, let's do it. And he is awesome. He sends out messages. He follows up with people. He does all the things with me. And he is actually getting ready to join soon. But aside from me, because I don't like talking about me, some of the things that I do that I think really help me with enrolling is just staying consistent every single day. In those 6 months, I would still post here and there. I would still talk to the couple people that I had working here and there, but I didn't show up every single day. And it puts like a damper on my mood because I'm not enrolling. So I don't have that need to like show up and be like, oh my God, this is great. But showing up every single day is key. Another thing with me is staying super organized. Have a planner. I have a binder. I have 2 notebooks that I have a Zoom notebook for all my notes. I have a host to post notebook for all my host to post and potentials. I have a planner for all my potentials and Zooms and parties and stuff. I love being organized. If I'm unorganized, it gives me anxiety out the wazoo. But staying super organized is key. My notebooks are all right here because they go everywhere with me. The last thing that I really want to talk about is before COVID happened, my thing was in-person parties. I love them. My first sip and sample, I signed 3 distributors and like 2 customers, I think. And it was like a big party. Like I was surprised how many people joined. I was surprised how many people signed. And I was like, this is what I need to do. And I love going to like flea markets and trade shows. And I was supposed to do a fashion show that Court set up for me to go to. There was just so many things that I love doing in person, because I can send out 100 messages a day and get 10 host posts a day and talk to 5 people all day, every day. Or I can sit in a room with 10 people for an hour and sign 10 of them. So that's the way I look at parties. They're my favorite thing ever. And a new thing that me and my team are working on is virtual sip and samples. So we we were up until 2 a.m. last night, my time, like 11 or 12 their time, which is just not fair. Working on what to post to book parties, how to message people to book parties, how to set up event pages for parties. So we did all this stuff last night, and the amount of parties that we have booked already just from a post that we did last night at 10 o'clock is insane. I know I have 3 booked. I know one of my distributors under me has 3. Another girl has 2. And there's still 3 people on my team that have no idea what we're doing yet. So we're getting on a Zoom tonight to fill all them in. And I'm really excited for those. Sorry, guys. I'm really excited for those. And I can't wait to see kind of how they unroll in the next couple days. My first one is this Saturday, so wish me luck. But so far, so good. And I think that's pretty much all I have. Gonna promote once a month, every month for the rest of the year. So watch me do that. But other than that, that's all I got.
Wait, I love that. Emily, what do you mean like virtual sip-in samples? Are you doing like a Facebook party? Like
Yeah, so last night, me and all my girls posted about grab bags. So another thing that I do as a leader is because I know what those first couple checks look like. So I know that not everybody can afford to be giving out samples. And a lot of the people on my team are moms or lost their job due to COVID, which is why they joined. So whenever I do stuff like that, I offer to my team, like, if you can't swing it, let me know. And when you have people that need samples and stuff, I'll send them out. So last night we all posted, I have 15 grab bags that I want to send out this week, full of samples and a chance to win full-size products. Drop an emoji to claim one. I got like 100 comments in like 4 hours because people love free stuff. I wish I could send them in the chat, but it's on my phone, not my iPad. And then basically I just said like, hey babe, can't wait to get this grab bag out to you. All we have to do is book a girls' night with some of your besties and my team. It's going to be such a fun time. It's done 100% online. And there are so many ways you can earn free product on top of your grab bag. When should we plan your party? And then we like pick a date and do all that stuff. And then I broke it down so that anybody that hosts a party gets a coffee sample. Anybody that hosts a party, every 10 people they have on, they get a chocolate green sample to go with their coffee. And then every 5 enrollments, whether it's a distributor or a customer, they get a free full-size product. And then if 3 people on their party book a party with one of us, they get another 3-day coffee sample. But we are having a Zoom tonight. If anybody wants to join, I can send it to the chats. And I'm going to explain everything on there. But I'm super excited for that because parties are just like my thing. I don't know what it is, but I worked in retail for a really long time at a crappy little skate shop, and I was the top seller there because I like to make money. And when they tell me you make commission, I'm going to make commission. So I just like being in a room with people. And if I can't do that, then I'm going to put you all in a chat room. And that's just my thing.
Oh my God, I love that. That's so smart because you do rock the in-home parties, and I love how you did that for whatever's going on right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so smart. All right. Who is next? I can't remember. Ashley Reynolds? I don't even see her. Where is she?
Hey.
Hey, there you are.
All right, so my name's Ashley, 26. So before it works, actually, like, I was bullied my whole entire life about my weight. My weight has always been like the biggest problem for me. One of my sisters actually told me once, "Why don't you go eat another Whopper?" Because she was pissed at me. But I have something called Hashimoto thyroiditis, which makes it really, really, really hard to lose the weight. So I decided to buy from Courtney on the post. After I saw the post, I liked it, and then she messaged me one day about the products, and I was like, "Oh, what is this skinny bro you're talking about?" Because like I've been through everything. I went to Jenny Craig. I've been to Weight Watchers. I've done all the diets, and I couldn't at all just lose any weight. So once I started taking the products, I started seeing my weight loss. Like I lost 5 pounds, and then I lost 10 pounds, and now I'm at 15, and I'm getting down there, which it only took just the 1 month to get down there. But besides that, I work a full-time job. I'm a direct support professional. I work in a group home setting with 6 disabled women. My job is very hands-on. They need me to do everything for them. They can't do anything for themselves. It's very demanding, very hard. I work 50 to 60 hours before I joined with It Works. I ran myself ragged to the point where I made myself sick. I was out of work for 3 weeks, actually, just because I was sick. Honestly, got scared that I had COVID. Thankfully, I don't. Got tested 3 different times. It was just a downhill battle, and I didn't know when I was going to go back to work. I had no date. They said that if I still had any symptoms, I had a stuffy nose left. That's it. And because of my stuffy nose, they would not let me return to work. They said, absolutely not until you are completely symptom free. So I saw Courtney post one day about how there's these job opportunities to do it online. And I was already unhappy with doing my job. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love all my clients. I love what I do. But I don't love the fact that I work 50, 60 hours a week. It's a struggle. I have 2 dogs, a cat, and a guinea pig. Never home for them. It got to the point where my dog started with separation anxiety. I couldn't leave because she'd cry. When I'd come home, she'd jump on me and not leave my side, followed me to the bathroom. My cat followed me in the shower. It was just overwhelming. So I clicked on Courtney's application and I read it, and I looked at it and I was just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then I walked away from it, and I gave it another couple of days. I thought about it. Then Courtney posted it again. I was like, okay, well, if she's going to post about it again, I can at least actually look into it. So I went back on, I read her story all over again. And I was like, wow, I really, really want to do what she's doing. I want to work from home. I don't want to be tied down to my job anymore. I want to work less hours. I want to be home with my dogs and my other animals. Like, I don't want to work anymore, just getting myself sick, working the 50, 60 hours a week. So I started with It Works. And since I've started with It Works, I've dropped my hours. I'm now 3 days I have off instead of 2. I can afford to take those 3 days where I couldn't before. I'm working way less hours. It's comfortable for me now. With the It Works products, guys, it's changed my life drastically, so much. I've gotten so much more confident in who I am, and I love myself again, which was really hard for me to do. I hated who I was. I hated looking at myself in the mirror. I was super depressed all the time. I had nowhere and nothing besides going to work, coming home. That's all I did. I didn't have friends. I had absolutely nothing. I started working with It Works, and I regained a lot of my friends. I went from talking to basically no one to talking to someone every day. One of the things that's keeping me motivated right now is the fact that I love being able to come home and just work from my phone. And it's got tricky while I'm at work because, like I said, everything's hands-on. I had to always keep my focus on the ladies. Well, I found out that if I go into a separate bathroom in my work, I got service there. Where most of the house, I don't have service because it's in the boonies and it's hard to just get service. So I'd go lock myself in the bathroom for 5 minutes or sometimes 10 minutes, and I just post there, and I talk to people there because it just made it that much easier for me to be able to get out what I needed to get out. So one of my tips for you guys is be yourself. Don't be afraid to reach out and just be goofy. So like for a hat, I literally always say, hey, quick question. And no, I'm not asking you to buy anything. And I send a laughing face. I don't know why, but that gets everyone to respond to me. They'll like either send a laughing face back and say, hey, yeah, what's up? Oh, yeah, of course I can do that. It just kind of opens that like, hey, I'm not serious, but we can still talk. Another thing that I also did, personally for me, all my loyal customers I have in a group chat by themselves called 50 Shades of Slay. So I added them all to this group chat, and I found that it helps me and it helps them because it keeps us motivated. And I can also talk about like any deals I have going on at the moment. So like the BOGO sale, I sent that in the group chat because I had that's all of my loyal customers that are there all at once. They also give each other advice. They talk about the products that they love. They show like their weight loss progress throughout the time, and it helps because like some people are like, oh, how do I get more water in, because I can't do that. So all of a sudden you have like all these other women like, oh, if you keep it to your side, attach it to your side, you'll never forget it. It's always going to be with you until you learn to take it with you everywhere. I thought about making a group page for that, honestly. The only thing is like you're gonna lose some people sometimes, and that's okay. I lost a couple distributors, and that's okay because at the end of the day, they didn't want to do it, and I will find another distributor that will want to do it. I'll find another person that wants to join my group. I'll find more people. Like it's not the end of the world, and I'll move on. A little bit too, like always go to your uplines about anything, guys, anything. I went through a depressing moment in my life, and I was posting about it on Facebook about how depressed I was getting. So Courtney reached out to me. She's like, hey, girl, is everything okay? I've seen your post. So I opened up and I was like, no, here's what's going on. And she gave me ways of coping that I've never heard of. So I've always taken her advice and I've run with it. So always go to your uplines, guys. They know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. And even if it's just to talk, they'll talk to you. So that's all I have.
I love that. I really love the group chat. It kind of reminds me of like the summer reset thing that we do. The page, you know what I'm talking about, guys? Yeah. And how everybody on there is like talking about the products and like what works with them and all that, and how some of them were like, oh, I should really get that celery because everybody keeps talking about the celery because it's so good. Let's see. And Daphne, right? Where's she at? Oh, I see her. I'll unmute you. Did I do it?
Hi. Sorry, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, sorry. So I'm Daphne. I just turned 28. I am a preschool teacher and a brand new mommy. So yay, she's gonna be 4 months on the 10th. So I'm super excited. I Well, I guess my background is I went into labor like literally right before all COVID craziness happened. Like my last day at the hospital was the first day that somebody got admitted with COVID. And so since I came home, well, I was on maternity leave all through the shutdowns and everything. So um, it was kind of like a scary movie. Like I got out of the hospital and the world had changed, and it was stressful. It really was. And like I said, I was on maternity leave from my work, and then everything kept getting worse. And me being a new mom, I was freaking out. I'm still freaking out about it. And so I decided I was not going to go back to work and expose myself or bring that back home to my little baby. And so my husband and I decided I was going to stay home, but I've always been a busy body. And I guess I still feel this way, but just being able to bring something home, just being able to help out. Um, and one day, Courtney like reached out to me on Instagram um, about the Skinny Brew and the hair vitamins. And well, at that point, I was like, I'm sorry, I don't have the money to do that right now, after all this craziness. And she was like, well, why don't you come aboard? And so I did the pre-training and I tried it, and it was something completely it is still something completely out of my comfort zone because I'm not like a seller person. I don't I'm kind of like Dana, where I just don't like to reach out to people to like sell them things. I'm very outgoing, but when it comes to like selling things and doing that stuff, it's not my forte. So I give it a try, and my first, what was it, Courtney? Like 4 days, I got my 6 LCs, like, something like that. And I mean, I wouldn't have done it without without Courtney's support and guidance. And I'm trying to do this kind of like a part-time thing because I'm trying to build a teaching business online. And so I'm trying to do that while being a mommy and learning this. So um, I think it was just a great experience, and then just having found the support that I've found with, I mean, this team is amazing, especially Courtney. I mean, I also signed my first distributor, Annie, and she's here. And I even told her, I was like, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm not helping because I still don't know like a lot of the things, but Courtney is just awesome, and she's helping both of us. So, um, so yeah, I think it's just a way for me to feel like I'm also bringing something to the table and having some extra cash, and you know I guess learning. It's just another learning opportunity as well for a business point of view. So yeah, I think that's all I have.
Or I was just going to ask the same thing. Can I ask it? So she said, how do you juggle everything with being a new mom, doing this, and then doing your teaching biz? Like, because that's a lot.
It is a lot, and to tell you the truth, I have no idea. I'm like Ashley. I'm Was it Ashley? I'm sorry, or was it Emily? Um, I'm like an organization freak, and I'm definitely a type A. Um, and so I live by my planner, um, and I have a vision of what I want. And so I'm working with that. Yes, planners are life, definitely, and binders, yes. But I think just having a clear vision of what you want and what you want to accomplish and what your goals are, I think that just, like, to me, that just makes me want to, just do it. You just do it. And sometimes I feel super overwhelmed because, I'm still, even though I'm a preschool teacher, I mean, having a new baby is just completely different. And, with all this that is going on in the world, I feel like just a lot of things have changed. But I guess if you just have that vision, if you have those goals, and you have the support that we have right now, you just do it. And then just reaching out to other people, like being kind to other people, just saying, hey, you need a hand, it's okay to be overwhelmed, like, how can I help you? And that's something that I have found with Courtney and Annie. They're both super understanding, and I think it's just a matter of lifting each other up, I guess, and just doing it. Yes.
Love that. That was really good. Brett keeps talking about this book, It Takes What It Takes. So guys, go read it, because apparently it's a really good one. Court, did Sabrina want to say something?
Sabrina,
Did she go
are
somewhere?
you here?
Yeah, and I was just it's got really, really dark outside, so I wanted to go inside the house.
Hey, where are you?
I'm outside in the garage. I always hang out in the garage because it's so nice out here, but it got really, really dark. Hold on, I'm going inside.
Okay, no problem.
Outside? No, I didn't close the fan in the garage. Okay.
Night swimming, Sabrina.
No, I'm not going to go night swimming, Mom. Okay, so first of all, can we just take a second to just think about the three beautiful women that just spoke, all fairly, Emily's been in the business, but fairly like newish to the business, or, under that 3-year, 4-year mark. And they are legitimately all talking like diamonds and above, 100%. And you guys have to understand this. Like, even though if you do not feel like you have it in you, even if you feel like you're not worthy of it or anything like that, it's just a bunch of bullshit. It honestly is. Because the way that you guys were talking tonight, that is a diamond. That is a leader. That is somebody that knows where they're going and they know what to do. It's just about doing it, right? Emily, you spoke a little bit about doing like virtual samplings and doing all this stuff. Girl, go diamond. What have you been waiting for? What have you been waiting for, Emily? You do all the things, you show up, you know what your disconnect is. I don't know what it is, but you know what your disconnect is. You should be double. You should be triple. Like, this, right? Because you're absolutely phenomenal and you know that. And the fact that you thought of virtual sampling and like doing like a virtual party like that on Zoom, like that's wild. Like, who thought? I didn't think about that. You know what I mean? So like, utilize your strengths and do not hold back and allow those strengths to be your hindrances. Like, you have to allow your strengths to propel you forward. And you can easily, do you know how many people went ambassador because of wrap parties? Like, virtual sampling parties are amazing. And I'm going to go down the list, but Ashley, the fact that your loyal customer retention is going to be ridiculously high, you get paid on that residual, right? We get paid on residual income. So the majority of your customers that are, coming to you and seeing you as an ally and seeing you as a mentor, that's huge. You know what they're going to do? They're going to become distributors. And then they're going to treat their loyal customers like you treated them. And oh my God, it's going to change the game for you. If you haven't had a conversation with those loyal customers about being distributors, honey, you need to. You need to, 100% you need to, because the way that you're treating them right now, one, they already know that you're an amazing person and that you care about them, right? You care about them. So not only it's a win-win for you, because if they say, nah, I don't want to be a DT, you know that they're going to order stuff from you for years. For years, you're going to be their girl. At the end of the day, they're not going to order from any other It Works person because they're going to be loyal to you because the time and love that you have put into them. And we all need to take notes, because I know that sometimes we get distracted and we sign up a lot of customers and we get overwhelmed. They are our bread and butter, guys. Like, they are the ones that take our products. They're the ones that give us these testimonies. They're the ones that give us results. Like, we need to take care of our customers. And you know what? They'll turn into the best distributors because they'll treat their customers the way that they were treated, and it just spirals, and it's amazing, right? So Ashley, I'm so proud that like you literally didn't even like learn that. You just did that. You just knew that that was the right thing to do. And you're like, no, like I want to have a relationship. Like we talk about this all the time, having relationships with people. I have people that order from me from the first day that I started this business. They know like I'm their It Works girl. Like they know that if they want coffee, they come to me. And you are going to have those people, Ashley, and you need to talk to them about becoming distributors. 100, they're going to be your best distributors because they love the products and they're going to stand by them just like we do, right? So that's what I say about you. And then Daphne, oh my God, you're literally like brand new and like you just blow everybody's mind. So like that's just like number one. And like guys, she's not doing anything different. You know what Daphne's doing? She's not fearful. She's just doing the things that Courtney tells her to do that'll make her successful. That is, she's following what the team does. Monkey see, monkey do. Like that's all. Daphne didn't come in with a magical wand like, almighty powerful, I'm Daphne and I'm just going to be awesome as soon as I start. No, she just does the things. She hops on these trainings. She asks questions. She constantly sends screenshots. She's constantly asking for people's feedback and advice. To do. If you are not present in your own business, who's going to run it? Who's going to run your business if you're not present? You are the one that's running your business. Yeah, you can have a team, but guess what? Your team can surpass you. Your team can go way, you got to catch up to them. Because if you're not present for your business and your team is present for their business will surpass yours. So run alongside them, be with them through the journey and go with them, right? You have to be present because nobody is going to be present for your business like you're going to be present for your business, right? Like nobody's going to eat your favorite candy like you eat your favorite candy. How good does it feel? You're like, yes, I want this right now. That's me and like Ferrero shares. I'm like, yes, I just love it. You know, like you have to be like that for your business because nobody else is going to feel the way you feel about it. And if you don't have that feeling towards your business, you need to figure it out. You need to figure out, again, why that day you signed up, that you clicked that submit button. You got to go back to that day, why you clicked that submit button, because that's why you're here. At the end of the day, that's why you're here. He just growled? He just growled. I just read that. I was like, what? Oh, want me to preach to Dana? I'll preach to Dana. Want me to preach to Dana? Look at her getting all red already. Dana, you already know how I feel about you. You know I love you. And you know, like you are a teacher. You are an amazing teacher. Like, do you know how many lives you're not only, you know, affecting the lives of generations to come as a teacher, and you're teaching them, you know, our future generations, but you could be changing their families' lives too. And that's how I want you to think about it. As you're, you know, in your teacher mode, step out of that mode and be like, I'm going to help these kids' families, because all those kids have families. All those kids go home, you know, and you could be helping them just progressing forward, you know. And not to mention, teaching is like legitimately like a helping like you help. That's like literally what you do. So you need to like visualize that. Like set up like, okay, so would it be weird if you set up like teacher plans for like the day for like you and your team? I think that would be so awesome. If you and your team had like teacher like day plans, like, okay, like today we're doing this. Today we're going to do a virtual sampling party. Tomorrow we're going to make popsicles from Reds and Hydrate together on live. And then you just utilize your teacher platform and educating people about the products and about, and then you can have conversations with distributors after, you know what I mean? Like Cami always says, we always, run with the product because why? Because the product sells, right? Oh yes, lesson plan. Thank you, Courtney. That's exactly the word that I was looking for. Do a lesson plan for your business. You're obviously very comfortable with that. So do a lesson plan and be like, team, what do you think about all of us doing this one day? And maybe you can go live with one of the girls on your team. Or maybe one of your girls can like do a watch party or something cool like that. That would be so freaking awesome. And you know who does that? Yami, Jessica Drake, and Chelsea do that. And they have so much fun and they get on each other's lives and everybody's talking to each other. They have people commenting, they're giving away samples, and it's honestly just so much fun. You just have to find like what makes you happy in doing it and what's easy for you. You know what I mean? Like, I think the lesson plan thing is a great idea. I'm telling you, I think that's phenomenal. Like you would have so much fun with that, and you guys make it fun. Like it's not meant, like we don't do 9 to 5s because it's not fun. So like this is supposed to be fun, and it's like, I have a lot of fun doing this, and like you guys should too. And if you do the things and you're having fun at the same time, you're gonna make so much money and you're gonna have a great time. It's just like the bottom line. You just have to do the things. If you just play dead and you don't do anything, guess what's not going to happen? Your business isn't going to work. It's not. If you're not pouring into yourself, if you're not pouring into your team, if you're not pouring into, just everything around you and then refueling, like if you like doing lesson plans, or if Ashley likes reaching out to loyal customers and being friends with them, do that. Do all of that wholeheartedly all the time. Like if Ashley wants to have a group chat with all of her loyal customers and she sends like amazing little things in there and she sends like little baby sample giveaways, or, she does stuff like that, like how awesome would that be? That, not to mention, that is so much interaction. Oh my God. And then those people are going to be amazing, amazing distributors. And then think about, Dana, like yourself, like doing a lesson plan for your team. That'll projectile your team into having a vision and being like, okay, like this is what we're going to do this week. It's going to be so much fun and I'm so excited for it. And I'm going to do it right alongside with you. I just absolutely am obsessed with that idea. Does double live. So Yami will go live and she'll invite Jessica Drake on, and then they'll just like talk to each other. Me and Tish have done it before actually. And I've done it with Court. And you basically just invite somebody on to like be live, and they just like talk to each other. They make their celery, they make their skinny brew, whatever they're deciding to do. Oh my God, they freaking have so much fun. And they have so many people commenting on and interacting with them because they see it's not just one person. They don't see just you. They see a mom. Like when I had like, if I was to have Jess on my live, they would see like, oh, so it's not, this business isn't just for a dog mom who had end-stage renal failure and had a kidney transplant. Because when people look at me, they see me as that, you know what I mean? But when I give them a second view of like, nah, honey, this ain't just for people like me. This is for everybody. It completely changes their mindset, because remember, people are looking at your posts. People are looking at your stuff. Like, I don't think I could do that. Oh, she's a teacher. I couldn't do that. Oh, she's a stay-at-home mom. I couldn't do that. Or she works full-time too. I couldn't do that. So people aren't looking at your posts like you're an idiot or that you don't know what you're talking about or judging you. They're looking at your posts and judging themselves. So you need to be the light for them. You need to provide a service and value for them to feel comfortable and for them to be like, oh shit, you know what? Maybe I can do this. Sabrina's a kidney transplant recipient, and she has friends that were in corporate America with an MBA, and then she has a friend who has a baby, and then she has a friend who's a teacher, and then she has a friend who got married when she was 18, and like her husband's in the army. Like, people are gonna be mind blown because they're gonna be like, oh my God, there's so many people, so many walks of life in this business. So people aren't judging you on your posts. People are judging themselves. And you might be scared poopless to write that post or to message those people, but that's a blessing that they need and that you are not giving it to them. 100%. Okay, I'm like sweating. Do you guys see me? I'm literally sweating right now. Every time I preach, like I start sweating. I can't help.
Oh my God. I literally texted Court earlier. I was like, I need to change my shirt.
I'm sweating.
I was like this.
But honestly, guys, like we tell you this. Courtney, are you muted? Oh, you're not talking to us. Oh, okay. Never mind. But honestly, like there's nothing different. Like there's nothing different between any of us. We've all had our own journeys. We've all had our own walks through life. We've known people of different walks of life. So like, why are we sitting here throwing pity parties for ourselves when we could go be helping those people that we so desperately want to help and helping ourselves at the same time? Just a win-win, honestly. But yeah, I just want to point out to all the girls that spoke tonight and Dana, I just wanted to put my 2 cents in because I like to do that, you know. What, me? Who are you pointing to? Dana?
Queen. I'm sure.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Oh, I have you guys on gallery view so I can see everybody.
Yeah, it wasn't on Seeker View, I don't think, the entire time. So I was just like seeing everybody's faces, and everyone was like, yes, Sabrina. Yes, Sabrina. We needed to hear that. And Dana needed to hear that she needs to go live.
Oh, yeah, Dana.
So even Megan, who is a newer distributor on Dana's team, said she'll go live with Dana. So Dana and Megan.
Girl, you just tell me where and when, and we'll do it.
See, you need some Megan vibes. You see the vibes that Megan's putting off, Dana? Like, you need
I think I need somebody else because, like, I could live with, like, Vin here, but he's not here.
Did you just diss Megan?
No, I mean, like, I need somebody else to be there live with me.
Oh, I was like, Megan, I'll go live with you.
Having Megan or you or Tish or Yami.
Oh, like in the room. Got it.
So it's not even in the room, just so like even on the screen.
Yeah, so you go live with Megan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just me, and I'm like sweating, and I'm like, oh my God.
You can even start off small. Megan can go live, and she can invite you on. So you can start small.
Heck yeah, girl. We'll make dinner together. It'll be great.
Look, even Elizabeth just said, I got you, Dana. She's on your
team. I just need to say, I love that my entire team is all about, Dana, I'm with you. I hate lives. And all the people that are like, Dana, I'll go live with you are the people on my team. And I'm like, guys, no, because then I'm going to have to do it.
Make Emily do it.
Emily, how are you not going live?
This is to make
okay, so when we're on like Zooms and stuff, I'm fine. I'm like, I see you, I can talk to you, but live, I'm staring at myself, and that just weirds me out.
Yeah.
That's like my favorite part. I'm just like talking to myself.
Talk at parties though, in person.
Right, but I'm looking at like if I'm like when I did my party with Tish, there were like 5 faces I could scan. I could like look at different people, but if I'm just looking at my face the whole time, my head's like,
so you should have someone, and you should invite someone on your live because then you
and then I'll stare at them.
Little square. Yeah.
No, you should get a Post-it note and put it on your phone so you don't see the live screen. It's a smiley face.
Oh yeah, that's a good way too.
To be completely honest, that's exactly why I'm here when I do my lives. So that way, like, I'm doing something while I'm talking about my business, showing that I'm doing my business while I'm cooking my family of 6 dinner. Like, it's that easy.
Yes.
And Megan's new.
Emily,
Anyone?
Emily,
Yes.
get on the level of your new DTs. Let's go. Let's go. Did I not say it? Did I not say
Yeah,
it?
Megan is a rock
Gotta
star.
get-
Megan, you tell Megan, hey, post this, and Megan posts it, but she puts her own twist on it. She signs 4 customers from it. Like, Megan's the energy.
Oh my God.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys-
like I created 4 parties or 5 parties today. I booked 5 parties today, and we literally came up with the scripts last night. And I haven't even gotten back from everybody that commented on the post. Like, you tell me to do something, I'm like, all right, bet, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it.
100%.
That should be
That's
everybody.
the type of energy you need all the time.
Yeah.
And the thing
Guys,
is
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you can't. So the thing is okay, Megan's fire, right? Megan's like on top of it. She's new. To the people that are a little bit more nervous and to the people that are reserved, Megan hasn't died yet. If you haven't noticed, Megan's here. Megan's well, and she's beautiful, and she's got this, okay? So you are not going to die. You need to get over yourselves is like the easiest, most nicest thing I could say. You got to do it.
And if you guys want to collab and do a live with me, like just message me. We'll do it. We'll schedule it. We'll do it. I got your back. Like, we're all a team. Like, it's not just me working for myself. We're working for each other to promote each other, to all get ourselves at the highest point we can possibly be. We are a team.
Yes. Wow. She's the epitome of like what our team stands for. I hope you guys know. And I just met her like literally right now, and I can already tell.
Well, hi, I'm Megan.
Hello. You know? Oh my God, it is a Sabrina 2.0. She is a Sabrina 2.0. I'm calling it right now.
Oh, you wrote it in the chat. Does anyone have any like questions? To ask any of the people that spoke tonight? Anything in general? Like, this is the time. Like, this is a powwow. This is like meant to be interactive. We're here to help each other. You can even write it if you don't want to unmute yourself, but you should unmute yourself. Like Megan just said, you didn't die. Ask questions. Anybody. It's a family environment. You got Sabrina here preaching. Do you need something? Are you struggling with something? Anything. We're here for you guys.
You want to know how you'll never get to the other side is if you don't ask the questions. You're so scared to ask a question. You're so nervous as to what people are going to think. I literally don't give a shit what question. Like, you just need to ask it. You just need to ask it. There's no stupid question. There's nothing. Like, we are legitimately here for that reason. Like 100%. We are here for that reason. And when you ask yourself, well, man, my business isn't doing the best that it could be. Like, I could be doing better. Why are you not asking questions? Why? If you're asking yourself, my business could be doing, or what can I be doing? What can I be doing? Why aren't you asking those questions? Ask them. We're all here, right? We all promoted. We all know what we're talking about. Sometimes I go off bar, but it's just how I am. But oh yeah, everybody wants in on that sampling party. I think that's.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah. Go ahead, Daphne. That's what I like to see.
So like, I think what I'm struggling the most is like growing my network right now. Even when I'm doing like host to posts, I don't know how to reach to other people that I don't know, because I'm just not comfortable with it. So I just like, how do you all do it? Because I need help with that.
Okay. So I'm going to give you the perfect analogy. You ready? So this is what I told one of my new DTs that didn't want to, she felt uncomfortable as well adding new friends. She felt uncomfortable following new people. So this is what I said to her. I was like, okay. I was like, so if you bought a storefront, okay, and you opened the doors, but you only allowed family and friends in, how long would you be in business for?
Not very long.
Not very long, right? So the best that you can do, even though it might feel uncomfortable. This is why the way that we grow our network is so crucial. So for me, when I'm on Instagram or when I'm on Facebook, you know where your girl's hitting up? I'm hitting Pitbull pages up. I'm hitting RV pages up. I'm hitting, you know, like mermaid, orcas, dolphins, animals. Like your girl is all up in those pages because guess what? Those are like-minded people. Am I necessarily going to go on a page about sewing? No, not my forte. So I'm not going to go follow people that like that type of content. So it's not like you have to overthink it. I don't want you to overthink it. You literally can go find groups on Facebook that spark your interest. Like, do you like sewing? Do you like crocheting? Do you like traveling? Do you like dogs? Do you like cats? Do you like snakes? There's literally pages for everything. If you guys are aware of this, there is legitimately pages for everything. I'm a huge Stitch fan from Lilo and Stitch, and I'm in about 10 Lilo and Stitch pages on Facebook. So if y'all think you can't find something, you can. And then what I do is I just go into those Facebook groups and I go down to the friends list, and it tells you like people you have things in common with. So Facebook is doing the work for you pretty much. So every time you like a picture, every time you like something, it's going to group you with people that like the same things. It's literally what Facebook does. It's like its job. So when I go and I click the friends, I go down the list and I'm like, oop, yep, click, 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 click. And do you know that the majority, oh, this is another thing. It's another thing I want to tell you. Every time someone accepts my friend request, okay, this is more on Facebook, because Instagram's kind of like fun. You can be like fun and flirty on Instagram, and like it's not like a big deal. Facebook, people want to be more personable with you. So anytime someone accepts my friend request on Facebook and I get that notification, I message them and I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the ad. I know this is super random, but I love your page. I learned that from Melissa. I've done it ever since, and not one person has ever asked me, do I know you? Ever. They're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I love your dog. Or, oh my God, what's your dog's name? Like immediately starting a conversation with me. And then you know what happens? They go to my page and they like 10 of my pictures. So not only right off the bat, if you're going to pages that you have things in common with, and then you're friending these people, as soon as they accept it, you start that conversation by just being like, I know this is super random, but like, I love your page. And you can even like and comment on some things that you like. They're going to be so like, oh my God, that is like the nicest thing ever. Like, whoa, you know, people love it. And then I've always had people like comment on my host post. And then it was like, I'll go back to the message, and we became friends like 2 days ago. And I was like, hey, you want a part of the host post? Like, yes, I'm so down. Like, it's just like, it's so weird. It's like a friendship that started in 5 seconds, you know, just because you were being a nice human being and complimenting someone. Like, it's not that hard, you know, like just take that time, right? Create that relationship. And then on Instagram, I just go to like a bunch of orca pages. I'm obsessed with orcas, pitbulls, anything. And then you just find the most recent picture in that profile and you just go follow. You follow. What are you like? What is the most uncomfortable part? Are you uncomfortable that it's going to be some weirdo, or are you uncomfortable just like adding new people to your like group? I don't know. Like, I just want to like, what is it?
I guess I've always been very private with like my stuff on social media. And I'm not used to posting a lot of like personal things. I've never been that way. And so I guess like, yeah, reaching out to other people, like to welcome them into my world, I guess it's just hard.
Yeah,
but
that does make sense. I mean, I agree with you. And I think Dana said it too. She's like, teacher problems, right? Because you guys are always in that mindset of what can I do for you? How can I help you? What can I provide for you? So then when you're reaching out to people and you are wanting like reciprocation for that, right? You're like, ooh, this is weird. I don't like this is weird. But honestly, at the end of the day, you need people. You need people watching you. You need people in your corner. And I know that you have like a separate account for like your amazing like teacher blog thing. You gotta grow that thing too, honey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you that those two things are completely separate, right? You have them completely separate, but you still need to grow that blogger thing, right? You're not going to be, I'm just being honest. You need to grow that blogger account too, you know?
I guess with the teacher account, it's just, it's my world. Like, I mean, that's what I was born to do. And so like, that is just something that comes naturally to me. And like, I know how to like reach out to other teachers because we have those things in common, but I don't know. It's just like supporting other teachers. But when I like do this, I still feel kind of like I don't know about the products much. And I'm still waiting on like my stuff to come in so I can start trying them and all and stuff. So I don't know. I think it's just completely different. But yeah, I just have to do it, I guess.
Yeah. Can I just say something real quick?
Oh,
Sorry.
twins.
Wait, you can go, Dana.
You can go.
Dana, come on. Anyway, so the one thing that I just wanted to say on that, like I had the same mindset when I first joined. I was like, I'm only going to talk to single moms. Like if you look at my team, 90% of the people that I've signed are either in recovery or they're moms or they're single moms, anything like that. But then even just on like our team, I've realized that like people grow and change in this business so much that like me and Tish, when I first joined, the only thing I had in common with Tish was like the recovery piece. And I was like, I mean, yeah, that's not like a huge part of my life. But now Tish is a mom and she's a single mom. And me and Tish will just have conversations about being single moms. And most of the time, how much it is like a headache. But a lot of the times, how cute kids are. But like people grow and change so much in the time that you're in this business. There are people that when I first joined, I didn't reach out to them because they weren't single moms. They weren't in recovery. They weren't doing the same things that I was doing. And I just thought like, they're not going to relate to me. I'm not going to be able to relate to them. So I'm just going to leave that over there. And some of them are single moms now. Some of them had hard times when they're in recovery. Some of them work in recovery. And like, now we have all these things in common. And a year ago, I thought, well, I'll never sign that person because we have nothing in common. So just reminding you, like, as a reminder, like people grow and change every single day and their situations change every single day. So just kind of thinking of it as maybe I don't have anything in common with them right now, but like a year from now, I totally could.
That's good advice.
Now, Dana, you go.
I forget what I was going to say.
See, should have gone first.
Yeah. Oh, I think it was just like branding. I know like Shay did a training one time and she said like, you have to brand yourself. So when somebody thinks of you, what 3 to 5 things do you want them to think of? So when I think of Sabrina, I'm like, oh, Pippa mom, dialysis, like coffee lover. When I think of Courtney, I think of traveling, dog mom, like things like that. So think of what you don't want people to think of you as, like whatever you want people to think of you as, that's what you're going to gear your page towards so you can attract people. I think that's what I got. Dana, teacher, dog mom. Yep, that's me. Teacher and a dog mom.
Oh my God, on the organized life, that's literally Dana.
Yeah.
I had like a 2% of what organization is. Oh my God, Jesus. I'm like a freaking, but see, that's how me and Courtney connect. Because me and Courtney are like not organized. Like I'm a little bit more organized than Courtney. Fair.
Yeah, my girl had 3,700 charts just chilling out on the chair.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely a little bit more organized than Court, but like me and her just don't, like we don't connect like that. But that's the thing, like Daphne, like you have to remember, like you never know. You could be friending someone that wants to be a teacher. You could be friending somebody that's gonna be a mom. So you have to think about them like that. You can't think about them. You're thinking about friending them and them judging you. Because you're like, I don't talk about my private life. I don't talk about this. I mean, you don't have to, But do you know how many lives you could change with your words and just your experiences? You know what I mean? You could help a lot of people, even if you don't know, nobody's telling you got to like put everything out there. You know, I mean, I do, because I'm very transparent. So people know, like, you should have seen me the other day. I went live. I didn't go live. I did an Instagram story drinking the celery. And I was like, y'all, I freaking hate this so much. I hate this so much, but I'm on this stupid video showing you guys that if I can suck it up, you can suck it up too. And I had 3 people message me and they're like, okay, I want to order the celery, because I was literally on there like almost like dying. That's my market. That's people that don't like vegetables. That's literally my market. They're like, oh my God, can I really do it? Like, you give me so much courage. And I'm like, you can do it, honey. If I can suck this shit down, you can too. Just saying. Just saying. So you know what I mean? Like, you just connect with people. It's all you have to do. Like don't just put yourself in this little teacher bubble, you know, because there's so many people out there that need a teacher's mind, like that mind of reasoning, that mind of knowledge. Like, y'all are important. Like, I tell Dana all the time, like, you are important. Like, you guys are teachers. You are branding our future. So, like, you guys are important. Y'all need to preach that. You guys are underappreciated all the time. And this business will show people that you should be appreciated more, and that what you have to offer is so valuable. Utilize it. Y'all are too used to like people being like, oh, well, teachers are teachers. Like, no, y'all are important. Like, you guys are important. I remember all my teachers from like middle school to high school absolutely changed my life. Like, I love those teachers. So utilize, that is the best tool in your toolbox. Use it. Or pencil in the pencil case, I guess. If I want to be teacher-esque, I'll put that in there.
But also, like, those skills of being that teacher that she's learned, and like Dana, I've talked to Dana about this before too. Like, these are things that create your brand. So like, when you are promoting, Daphne, this is for you. Like, when you're promoting your business, your teacher business, that's separate than what you're doing right now. But this is going to provide you with that income to help with that. That's literally why you started. You started to make that extra income to help build a business that you're passionate about. In the process, you're going to connect with other moms, other teachers, other people with similar paths to you who want that more aspect of their life. They want that more income to be able to be at home with their kids. They want that more income to be able to pursue another dream that they have. Doesn't have to be like in your mind all like, I'm just going to be Ambassador Diamond with It Works Global, and then that's it for the rest of my life. Like, I want to go and become an ambassador, and I want to own a coffee shop one day. Like, I have goals for myself that are outside of this business, but this business gives you the tools to get there. And in the process, this is great for people like us who want to help other people. And for you, it would be other moms, other people who have that same history, want to build a business, our teachers, because they want that extra income, and you have that. You have that outlet. So as you're expanding your network, don't be afraid of like, okay, I'm not used to talking about people about my life. Like, I'm not used to doing that. I'm not used to adding these random strangers, because these random strangers are someone like Sabrina, who is now my best friend. Like, these random strangers aren't these creepy people. Sorry, Brett. But like creepy guys, like, you know what I mean? You're adding other women, you're adding other people that you have similar interests to. No, there is creepy people out there, but you're adding other people you have similar interests to, that one day they'll see that post, that because you're posting, if you post every day and you stay consistent and you just speak what's on your mind, whether it's doing like a craft, like at home, like that, because it's something that you love to do, or it's a post that you're like, I'm building my other business while doing this business from my phone and helping people with their health and wellness goals. Like, people are going to see that and be like, whoa, like, she's doing something simple that I can do, that I know how to do. I don't need to go to school and get my master's degree and like all these things to be able to do. Like, I can do that. Anyone 18 and older can do that. Okay, cool. Like, whenever anyone is going to become your friend on Facebook, on Instagram, they're following you, they're looking at your content. What Sabrina said earlier, what Dana said earlier, they're looking at what they could do in your shoes. So when you post saying like, this is a business you don't need experience for, and you're helping people with, and you're building your dreams, and you're helping your family, and you're a new mom, people are going to be in that similar situation and look at it being like, oh crap, I can do that. Like, I didn't think that was even possible for me. Like, think about that. This is possible for you because you started. You've only been this for a couple weeks. This goes for anybody on here. You've only been doing something for a short amount of time. Some people don't even have a brain cell for something like this right now. But if they consistently see your posts every day and you are talking to them and you're reaching out and you're offering the opportunity, the seed's gonna be planted that one day they're gonna see something that resonates with them. And that's because you added them as a friend. Remember, you add them as a friend or you follow them on Instagram. That's how they're seeing your stuff. It all ties in together. They see your stories, they see your posts, all because you hit that one add button, that one follow button. They're seeing that. Now they consistently see you showing up for that. They're going to want to join your team. They're going to want to do this with you, no matter what it is. Honestly, at this point, this is you creating your brand. Yes, we're doing health and wellness products, but literally it could be anything as long as you consistently show up for it and you're there, and this will help you in your future for the business you want to build too. Okay. So like, that's what you got to think about. Every time you're going into that teacher group, that mom group, that dog mom group, that crochet group, that sewing group, the travel group, whatever it is on Facebook, and you're adding new friends, these people are going to consistently see you show up for your business every day through your posts and your stories, and they're going to get that interest sparked. You're going to establish relationships with them. It's really simple stuff that we do, and you are able, because you're calling, this is just Daphne specifically and Dana, but they're teachers. Their calling was to be a teacher and to help people. Guess what? This is the best type of business for them to be in because they get to help people every day financially and through products. And it obviously shows now through the time that people have been doing this and the time we've been doing this the last couple of years. Like, it shows how beneficial this can be for you and anyone who becomes your friend on Facebook and anyone who becomes your follower on Instagram. If they are lucky enough to become acquaintances with you, they're going to have their lives changed because you post and you show up and you talk to people and you're there every day for your business, and they're going to be able to have this toolkit that anyone can do, 18 and older. Anyone can do. They don't even need a master's degree. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yes.
Crazy. Awesome. I'm excited. That just like made me excited. So like, think about that. The next time you guys grow your network and the next time you message someone, like Jade said today, if you didn't see her live, go to Wake Price Slay and go to watch her live about negative and opinions and all that stuff today she was talking about. But people aren't thinking about like how dumb you look for that message you sent. People aren't thinking about how dumb you may think you look for that post you just posted. They're literally looking at how can they be in that spot. Oh, wow, she just paid off a credit card. Oh, wow, she just paid her groceries. Oh, wow, she's making extra income for her phone to be able to fill her gas tank. Like little simple things. People are literally being selfish. We're selfish creatures. We are looking at that saying, how can that be me? Oh, wow, she messaged me about this product. Wow, maybe I do need that. Maybe I do want some coffee. I love coffee. Like coffee that could lose weight. Sure. I want to try. Like, give me more information. Oh, wow, that business, I can do that. Something for my phone. I love to travel. Like, I didn't even know that was possible. Like, I could travel and make extra income. What'd you say? Brett has some insights. Why don't you just talk? So he was reading this book, and it was like saying like exactly what to say as far as sales. So when you're talking to someone, right? Like when you're talking to potential, whether it's business, whether it's products, anything, if you give them a scenario of just imagine what it would feel like a year from now if you're debt free, right? If you're talking to potential, imagine what it would feel like if you're a year from now debt free and you're like living in your dream home that you bought because of the side business you said yes to today. Like that will connect someone with that feeling. And when people have a feeling that this could be great for them, if they have that feeling that this could make a change and impact in their life that they're looking for, then they're going to say yes, even if they're afraid. Because anyone who starts a business is afraid. So when you guys are having those potential distributor conversations, try to connect people. That's why we always find out their why, right? Like we want to know why they would want the extra income, because normally people hesitate. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough knowledge. I don't know anybody. I wouldn't be good at sales. Like there's all these things that people automatically go to, and that's their fear. But if you connect them with the feeling of their why and why it would be beneficial for them in the future, then they're like 90 times more likely to say yes. Yeah. It's objections. Yeah. Sabrina, go to anyone in any of our chats and ask if you have someone that's like giving you an objection. An objection is just a not right now. It can always be changed. Like I would have had objections. Honestly, like I could have said I didn't have enough time. I didn't have experience. I tried businesses in the past and they failed. Like I could have said all of those things, but I was just like, I'm just going to give it a shot. So if you ever have someone you're talking to about the business and that's a thing, just ask your upline. Everyone on this team should be good, or just ask me or Sabrina or anybody on the team. I think that's it. Does anyone have, bye Barbara, thanks for joining us. Does anyone have any questions? Anything?
I actually use the negativity comments to to help me, honestly. I've had a couple of people say, oh, it's just a pyramid scheme. You should walk away while you can. It's a pyramid scheme, walk away. I'm not walking away. Like, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. I also had someone like, oh, you're on this health and wellness cook, let's see how long that lasts. I literally use that as a fire under my butt, guys. Like, I'm like, okay, watch me lose the weight. Watch me keep going with this company. Watch, I've got this, watch. So I use all the negative comments to help boost me, guys. Like, I just don't want the negative comments to bring me down. So I'm like, I just flip-flop it. Like, okay, you don't think I got this in me? I got this. Watch me succeed. Watch. And I'll leave you behind if you need to be left behind, but I want to take you with me. But if you don't want to come with me, then that's fine too.
Yeah. No, use that as fuel, because like I had friends like say shit to me in the beginning, and guess what? Are they my friends right now? Do I even know what the heck they're doing with their lives right now? Probably at a bar still, where they waste their life away. But guys, I'm serious. Like, these people who have like narrow minds are the ones that are going to feed you negative opinions, because they're afraid that they would be unsuccessful. So they're going to tell you to try to protect you. If they're your friends, they're going to tell you that you would fail to try to protect you, because really in their head, they're thinking that they would fail and they don't want you to get hurt. That's literally the only reason. If someone cares about you and they're like negative about this business, whether it's a significant other, someone in your life, friends and family, like I've had family say things before too. It's literally the point of them thinking, whoa, remember selfish human. Okay, if I did that, I don't think I could do it. So like, she's going to fail. So I better tell her now before she gets in it too deep and she gets hurt. Like, that's literally what they're thinking about. So Ashley, it's exactly the thing. I've always used that negative as my energy to fuel me to pursue my dreams and to not listen to I literally don't listen. I said literally 10 times, sorry guys, but I never listen to anybody at that point anymore, besides making my own opinion. I got my master's degree in business. I know what pyramid schemes are. This is not a pyramid scheme. So if anyone even comes at me with that, I'm like, you're just not educated. I'm sorry, you're not educated. Like, no, you seriously aren't educated at that point, because if you Google what a pyramid scheme is, it's promising goods or services without getting that. Do we promise you get a pack of keto coffee and they don't get it delivered? No, that's what a pyramid scheme is. It's promising goods or services and not fulfilling it. Google it. That's what it is. That's what I tell anyone who comes at me with that ever, even if it's friends or family. In the beginning, I used to say, Google pyramid scheme and tell me what it says. Okay, give it to me. We actually give you the products. Like, we give you the products. They come to your house, delivered to your house. Okay, we're not a pyramid scheme. Cool. Corporate America, that may be more of a pyramid scheme, because you can never surpass the CEO of the company. That's a pyramid scheme. This is not a pyramid scheme. You can surpass the person above you. The person that signed you up, like Emily was just saying earlier tonight, her upline signed her up and she quit. Emily obviously surpassed her. Like, that's not a pyramid scheme. So no matter what someone's like narrow-minded opinion is, it can be changed and it can be talked to once they're educated on how amazing our company is and how easy this can be to implement into your life. So no matter what, when you're talking to somebody about the business opportunity, I want you to screenshot it. If they come at you with any objection, no time, no money, not enough people, and we have an answer for that, right? Like, I could have been that person who said pyramid scheme, no time, no network, failed businesses in the past. I probably had them all. So if you ever need help with that, just send it to me. Hurt people hurt people. Hi, Mom. You know what I'm talking about. We have friends and we have family that won't even post for us, guys. We have family that literally said to me, my mom, like, no, I won't post that because I don't want my friends to see that. Like, what?
Yeah. So my brother, which is Courtney's uncle, a couple weeks ago said to me when I was getting products delivered to his house, and he's like, "You're still doing that thing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm still doing that thing, and I'm making pretty damn good money. In fact, I'm making as much money at my full-time job as I am my part-time job." So that shut him right up. Shut him right up.
mic drop. Be like, I make as much money in a month as you do in a year, uncle. Yeah, it's fine. But for real, guys, that you just prove them wrong. Like Ashley just said, prove them wrong. Prove the haters wrong. Why not? Why not you? Why can't you do this? We're all doing the same exact thing. And it's the simple things of building your business. You post every day on your stories on your page. You message. You follow up. You do host to post. You're growing your network. That's it. And personal development, that has to be number one. You have to. Because you will not, if you don't have your right mindset, you won't do the things. So that has to be number one. I've struggled with it for the last 3.5 years where I have had like mindset issues where I'm always working on it, because that's the number one thing, guys. If you don't have that mindset that you can do things and you feel great about it and you can help people and you just feel like you can conquer it all, you won't do the things. So every morning you have to, before you grab your phone, please, before you look at your messages from the day before, you have to turn on the podcast, you have to journal, you have to do these things. I promise you it makes a huge, 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 huge difference. Okay? Like, yeah, even it, like Brett's just, why don't you just have your Zoom on? Even just writing down like the 5 things in the last day that you're grateful for, that like is so impactful. So when you're like, if you journaling, I don't want you to think it's your diary stuff, because some people on here, Sabrina, think it's like, it used to be like a Dear Diary thing where you're like, oh, I don't write in my diary. Like, I don't want to do, it's not that, guys. It's more like visualizing and dream board. It is. It's like dream board things where you're like, you have to actually process it and see it. Like Danielle knows, she's been writing every day what she's like working on. I'm a mass enroller. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this. And it's giving her like, whatever powerful being out there is like, whatever you believe in is like helping her do the things and get those results. So if you are writing every day what you're grateful for in the last 24 hours, right? Like 5 things you're grateful for in the last 24 hours. It could be anything, but it starts letting you see things that you're grateful for every day and going forward. Writing every day what rank you want to be at with this company. What are you promoting to this month? Writing every day how many customers you want to sign, how many distributors you want to sign, how many lives you want to change. If you write it down, what did Cheyenne say this morning? You're 42% more likely or something to actually like do it. If you're like writing it physically and feeling the pen hit the paper and then seeing it, that's a huge, powerful moment that you're going to have with yourself. And it may sound dumb. Me and Danielle just talked about this. It may sound dumb when I'm telling you guys to put a Post-it note on your mirror, put a Post-it note on your fridge saying, I am this, I am that, I can do this, I can do that. But I promise you, that is how I went presidential. I promise you that's how I went presidential. There's no other explanation for it. It's you guys were focused the entire time on going ruby, going emerald, going diamond, going, right? And you had to visualize it. It's the only thing that makes sense. I wrote on my dream board a year ago I was going to buy an RV in June 2020. I had no idea when I bought that RV on June 24th, 2020, that I wrote that on my dream board. I actually forgot. But it was in my office sitting there and I saw it every day, not realizing it was more of subliminal messaging where it was right there. And I looked at it. I think, I don't know, it was Tish or someone said like, didn't you say you were going to get the RV in June? And I went and looked and it was June 2020. And I wrote that a year ago. So you have to write things down. You have to look at it every day. You have to put that Post-it note up. If you don't have a Post-it note right now next to your toilet paper roll or on your fridge saying what rank you want to be in July. Yeah, Dana, I see you getting those Post-it notes out. Or I'm a mass enroller, or I'm signing this many customers, or I'm doing this, or I'm doing that. You are not. It's not going to happen. You have to write it down and look at it and say it. I pour value into my team every day. I do this. I do that. You know what I mean? Like I feel amazing. I love my body. Like these things that the negative things that you know that you tell yourself, you need to counteract it with some information and put it on your fridge. Put it on your toilet paper roll. Put it on your mirror. Do it and download the I Am app. It's free and it's amazing. But seriously, Yaya and Danielle are living proof of this right now. Yaya and Danielle are actively doing these things I'm telling you right now, and they're both succeeding. This week they have both been adding like 1 million people to the VIP lounge. If you look at our boom chat, there's like 100 messages from both of them saying VIP lounge ad, because guess what they're doing? They're writing this down and they're looking at it every single day and they're saying it and they're believing it and then they're having the conversations. It's so powerful. Cindy? What, Cindy's doing it too? Is she writing it down every day? All right, guys. Does anyone have any more questions? Anything? Does everyone feel good? Like, you're not going to die from that post. You're not going to die from that message. You're not going to, like, go watch Jade's live if you did not watch that today. And it's simple stuff. Post a post. Yeah.
I am overwhelmed with the host post because there's so many people that comment on it. And Tish told me earlier to get a notebook and write everybody down and make sure that I'm going back and following up. It's just, it's overwhelming.
That's a good problem to have, Kim. There's some people on in the Zoom right now that say host the post don't work. I bet you there's some people in the Zoom that are like, I don't get any comments. So
I mean, like I think it's 7 people that posted for me today. And it's like between those 7 people, each of the posts have like 30 comments on them. So it's like, what, 200 people that I'm trying to follow up with?
Look at Sarah's.
Okay. We just need a no. You know what you got to start saying? You got to wake up in the morning and be like, I'm grateful for my explosive host post. Because the moment that you stop seeing them as overwhelming, Kimberly, is the moment that they are going to be so perfect for you. Right now, you're overwhelmed with them because you feel like you're not up to par to talk to these people. You feel like you're not good enough to talk to these people, and I'm here to shut your mindset down right now. You are, because look who you have in your corner. Look who you have that's going to be there with every single, I'm not even on your team, honey, and I'm speaking for other people because I know how amazing they are. Okay. So you legitimately have amazing people in your corner. The only person that you're hurting is yourself by being overwhelmed with the number one thing that signs customers and distributors.
Thank you.
Yes, you need to stop it. I'm going to be honest with you right now. You need to stop it.
Wait.
Because you need to wake up in the morning and say, I'm grateful for host to post. Get your notebook. I'm a notebook girl too. Actually, I'm very much a notebook girl. So on one side, I write down the people that posted for me. And then on the back side, I'll write all my potential customers from the host to post for that day, right? And then I'll usually add them into my phone as like a follow-up, like, you know what I mean? Like I'll put them in my calendar because I love having my phone. Like that's just like I don't like carrying around planners. I don't like carrying around a bunch of other stuff. Like I like notebooks and that's about it. But find a system that works for you. Because I'm telling you, the moment that you're no longer overwhelmed with host to post or telling yourself you're overwhelmed because you think you're not good enough to answer these people and help these people is going to be a game changer for you. You have people in your corner that are going to tell you exactly what to say, when to say it. You got to send the screenshots and you just got to do it. You just got to do it. Sit down, pace back and forth for like 5 seconds, like, oh my God, and then just sit down and do it. Just sit down and do it. That's it, you know?
Yeah, and 2 things. Everyone's face on this Zoom when you said that was like, are you kidding me? I want that. That's number 1. Number 2 is you don't have to answer all of them like today. Like if you have like host to post blow up, thank heavens that you have like people to answer the rest of the week, right? Like you have people to talk to the rest of the week. And if you think about it, if you have one host to post blow up and you have like 30 comments from that one, right? You have 30 potentials. A percentage of them sign. So you may get like 5 customers out of that, 6 customers out of that. That's amazing, right? So, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. Because you're working on your 6 right now. So that's perfect. Like, so these blowing up are perfect. So you can have these conversations and just send the screenshots in your chat. And it's literally like, hey, I see you're interested in blah, blah, blah. And then give them the information and then give them the pricing after they're done talking and then they sign up. Or you can offer them the business opportunity. So it's very beneficial to you for that. And I don't want you to feel overwhelmed with having urgency to respond to people. I have a host to post, actually I have to finish that tonight, that I posted on Tuesday on my page, like about I'm gonna send people messages to post statuses for me, the folding tail one, and I didn't finish. I do maybe like 25 at a time to get them up, and then I go back later. So don't think like I have to do this all right now in this moment by midnight before I go to sleep or something. You can, it's a blessing that you have like the rest of the week to answer them.
I think that's what's overwhelming me. It's feeling like I have to do it all right now. Like I have to get it done now.
Yeah, no, not at all. Totally at your pace. And it's better to go slower with that kind of stuff because you don't want Facebook to think you're a robot.
True.
Yep. So you don't want to get blocked. So I would go slower. I would have the conversations that you can have. I would get the hosts to post up that you are getting up. I would do like 20 messages at a time or something like that, and then go do something around the house. Like go do something that you have to get done and then come back to it.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's totally a blessing. Does anyone have anything else? Yeah, I know. It's good to hear everyone's like things that are going on too. Everyone on here. All right. So Emily, when you do your Zoom thing about the parties, can you share that? If you want to use my Zoom, you can.
Yeah,
And
I was just gonna say I am going to make sure my kid's asleep and clean up the cake plates downstairs and then do that